Ahoy, hoy, everyone. Welcome to another episode of The O Show. I'm O, and I'm here for your amusement. I missed all of you. So, I've been working like 7 days a week for the past couple of weeks. My schedule sucks. But look, you guys. So, this past weekend, for one day only, my job decided to give us free. So we got a day off, and I was out in these streets for like 2 hours. But look, I was like, let me go take my ass to the movie theater and see what's playing, because I don't even know what's playing anymore. Like, I literally was like, I don't want to see The Devil Wears Prada because that looks awful. But look, you guys, there's this horror movie, right? I love me a horror movie. And I don't think I knew anything about it. But what's odd is, like, an hour before I got to the theater, I kept seeing things on Facebook like, oh my god, this is like the scariest movie ever. Like, I haven't heard that before, right? But I was like, you know what? I'm here. I'm queer. Let me go watch it. So, look, guys, there's this movie called Hokum. Okay, it stars Adam Scott, who I really like. And again, I just went in blind. I had no idea what the movie was about. So, when I tell you guys, I left that theater like smiling. Like, I have never seen a horror movie. Wait, for what? The past 2 years? Where I like walked out like, that was amazing. Because I always have like problems with things after the fact. And I've had a day right now to kind of reflect on this movie. Because I've just been doing the most lately. But you guys, besides like one little thing, I think this is like a perfect like horror movie. Like, I can't wait to buy it and watch it again, and add it to my collection behind me. So let's talk about this. So we got Hokum, right? 2026, and it stars Adam Scott playing a character named What kind of name is this? Okay, I had no idea what the hell this guy's name was through the whole movie. I heard it, but then I had to look at the credits to see exactly how it's spelled. So it's like OHM, and then his last name is like Bowman or Bauman, because like he goes to Ireland, and you know they have their accent, and well, it wasn't like a hard accent. Anyway, I feel like people were saying his name differently to me. I don't know, it was weird. But anyway, look, you guys. The movie starts off with like this dude and a kid in a desert. And you're like, am I in the right movie? And so they're looking for something. We don't know, but he has this map and it's in a bottle. And when they finally find this marker in the sand, which is like this big, huge circle, he tries to get the map out of the bottle again, but the little plug that he used to keep it sealed broke, so he can't get the map out. And he's looking around like, God damn it, like I need a rock. And the kid's looking for a rock. And this guy's over here tapping his head like, oh, what am I going to do? And realizes like, this bottle might break with a head. And whose head is he going to use? Not the boy. Y'all, I was having like the Walking Dead flashbacks. Remember that one scene where Carol tells the little girl to turn around and look at the flowers? I was like, oh no, what is happening in this movie?
You just look at the flowers, Lizzie. Just look at the flowers.
But anyway, it gets cut off because we see that Ohm is writing a book. So he's an author, right? And so he's kind of stuck on this epilogue that he's writing. And then we see a ghost. Is the house haunted? Is he haunted? You know, we don't know. Anyway, he's actually planning a trip to Ireland because his parents went there for their honeymoon. They wanted to go back, and they never got the chance because his mom ended up dying. She was shot by someone, and we don't know who the someone is. All we know is this person was really young, where they couldn't face any penalties. Like, they couldn't go to jail because they were too young, right? And then his dad died years after that. So he wants to go back to this tree that they took a picture at and scatter their ashes there. So that's what he does. He goes to Ireland. He goes to this hotel. It's in the middle of nowhere. And we meet our hotel cast. Now, by the way, I should have said this before. I'm going to tell you what this movie is about. However, I'm going to stop at a certain point because I need you all to go check out this movie. Okay, because it is so good. I really don't want to give everything away. It's a horror movie, but it's not gory. It's not a slasher. There are a couple jump scares. They're not like, you're not gonna have a heart attack or anything. Calm down. But it's a really nice like horror mystery, right? You try to figure out like what's happening. Oh my gosh. So you have been warned, but I'm going to tell you as much as I can, right? You'll thank me later, I swear. So look, he gets to this hotel and we see the owner. He's in a wheelchair and he's scaring the shit out of these little two boys by telling them this like ghost story about a witch. And so then we meet the owner's son-in-law. His name is Mal and he works behind the counter, right? He's an asshole. And, but not a, hold on. He's not the asshole. I will tell you who the asshole is in this movie. But who else we got? We got Albie. He's the bellhop guy. And then we have Fiona, who is the bartender. Okay. Oh, and there's this guy named, what's his name? Fergus? Ferger? Fergal? Fergal. Something like that. It starts with an F. And so he's like the groundskeeper guy, right? Okay. So this is like right before Halloween. I think we're on the eve of Halloween. And Adam Scott's character, he's the fucking asshole. This man has an attitude problem from the minute this movie starts. And I'm like, okay, well, I just can't wait for him to die. Oh, wait, he probably won't because he's a damn star of the movie. So, oh my God. Yeah, so he's been an asshole to all of the staff, pretty much, with his attitude. And even Albie, this nice old man, he's like, oh, like, I know you. You're an author. I'm an author, too. Like, would you like to read one of my manuscripts? Shibidi-bida, right? And this fool even takes a spoon. We see him put a spoon in this jack-o'-lantern, right? And we're like, what the hell is he doing? He takes a spoon out and burns Albie. Like, first of all, you over here committing crimes in a country that you just been in and like, you've been here for like an hour and you're already committing crimes. He can't find his room. Fiona walks by. It was like, he's like, are you lost? He's like, yeah. And he said something smart, right? And I was like, oh no, he didn't. But she clapped back and she's like, well, you're going to have that attitude. You're going to stay lost. And she starts to walk away. Oh my gosh. Anyway, she helps him find his tree, I guess. He goes to the tree and we see that he takes his mom's ashes and just nicely spreads them around and sits the little vase thing that she was in down. And then he takes his dad's little vase thing and just kind of dumps it. I can see which parent was his favorite. So then we meet like the best character ever after that. We meet this man named Jerry. Jerry is living in the woods and he's over here drinking goat's milk laced with this magic mushroom powder that he like, he grind it up. I guess you make this mushroom, like put it in some stuff, it trips you out. And he's throwing it in milk and drinking it that way. So he's probably the only person that is not an asshole to. Jerry's cool, right? So you guys, this guy goes back to the hotel. He does all this shit. He's drinking at the bar, and then he goes back to his room. He leaves a couple items on the bar, and Fiona's like, oh shit, let me go return it to him. And so she goes at his door. He has to do not disturb, and she's knocking, and he just doesn't answer. So Albie comes around. He's like, well, he's probably drunk. Like, he was drinking all that shit downstairs. And she's like, no, I just have a really bad feeling. Like, open the door, Albie. So he finally gives in and opens it. And we see that has hung himself. Okay. This freaks This freaks Fiona out. And they cut him down. And then we see him in the hospital. So he survives, right? Asshole survives. He ends up going back to the hotel, and when he gets there, they're closing down for the season, which is weird. Like, what season is it? Winter? I guess because it's Halloween. Anyway, he finds out that not only are they closing, but one of the staff is missing. And y'all see this in the trailer. Okay, this is not really like. Look at the trailer. So, but the person missing is Fiona. And what had happened was when they had their Halloween party, she was there, and then she wasn't, right? And so now, Ohm is like, huh, well, did you check the honeymoon suite? So, you guys, this movie is revolving around this honeymoon suite. We see that it's blocked off. There's an elevator. First of all, there's so much shit going on with this honeymoon suite at this crappy hotel. You gotta get to this elevator that specifically just goes up to, I guess, I don't know, the penthouse floor or something. And then you have to go through a door to even get into the suite. Like, it's really weird. So they blocked off the elevator. It's locked. But the owner is the only one with a key. It's this ridiculous skeleton key with this big, huge chain and a heart thing at the end of it. And the reason it's blocked off is that the owner thinks it's haunted because there's a witch inside. And he locked the door and trapped the witch inside. And so he's over here like, well, did you check the honeymoon suite? And that guy, Mal, he was just like, no, it's locked. Like, it's always locked. Like, shut your face, right? So, yeah. He runs into Jerry again, who we learned that the cops are actually looking for because Jerry's wife died and they suspect that he murdered her. And he just made himself more suspicious by fucking running away. So, he's been living off the grid ever since. They know he's in the woods. It's so weird. So anyway, Jerry and Ohm are talking because Ohm thinks he's now a Scooby-Doo investigator. And so he's over here trying to solve the case himself. And he talks to Jerry and he's like, you know the cops are looking for you, right? They think you killed your wife. And Jerry's like, I did. He's like, I put her out her misery. Like, she was sick and everything, so... So anyway, Jerry's like, look, we need to get into that hotel suite because I had a dream that, back in the day, if you were in a hotel and you rang a cord, a bell would ring by the front desk, and that's how they knew you needed service, right? So he was like, I had a dream where I saw the bell like ringing, and then Fiona was under it like this. It was so creepy. And so he's like, I feel like she's in there or something is wrong. So Ohm was like, okay, I'll go with you. So he's really on vacation. Why are you solving mysteries? So they go back and they go to the hotel, and Jerry ends up getting kidnapped by Fergal, who I guess he claims he's related to the police. But now I guess he's going to go claim a reward or something because he's kidnapping Jerry, which leaves Ohm all by himself with the key. So Ohm goes up into that hotel suite and, yeah, I think I'm going to leave it right there, you guys. Like, everything after that is fucking wild. It is so creepy. It is so nasty. And when I say nasty, I mean like the hotel room. The honeymoon suite hasn't been used and occupied. They don't say how many years, but it's been years. When you look at this place, child. So, yeah. Is there a witch? Is there not a witch? I will say though, if there is a witch, I kind of would have liked more detail about the witch. Like, we get a little story from Fiona. She has this book about folk tales, and then she mentions, like, if you ever encounter a witch, just take a piece of chalk and draw a circle around you, and then they can't really harm you that way. Yeah. That's kind of all we get. But anyway, there's a lot of imagery, you guys. The noises in this movie, make sure you have your volume up, because there's so many weird ass sounds and moans and groans. It is so damn creepy. There's this weird rabbit thing that you see it in the trailer. Like, you probably see it in this video. There's this rabbit person that looks like a cross between, like, I don't even know, the Easter Bunny with... Okay, you ever see that movie, They Live? The aliens, when they have their eyes? That's what it looked like. um, that was fucking creepy as hell. There is look, go watch the movie, guys. It's really, really good. It's really, really good. I do recommend it. You're not gonna be disappointed, hopefully, but I'm pretty sure you will not be. Right? Like from beginning to end, even with the man and the kid in the beginning, it circles back to that, and it just kind of like it just oh my god, it's so good. So other than that, I didn't really have any other issues with this movie. There was this. It's kind of funny too, not like a comedy, but there are things that certain characters say and do that you will get a good laugh at. I was vibing with this girl like 5 seats away from me. We were like the loudest laughing when shit kept happening, and we had a pretty decent room. So hopefully this movie does really, really good. It's by Neon. I like Neon movies. Everything Neon so far, I think I've seen, I kind of enjoyed. But yeah, I do have to say, other than like Sinners last year, this right now is probably like my front running horror movie. Hopefully this year. We're in May, right? Yeah, and yeah, all that. So if I had to rate Hokum, I'm gonna give it a 4. I'll give it a 5. Like I said, I don't remember if there's a witch or not. I don't want to tell you, but again, if there is, I kind of want to know. Like, there was. I needed some more backstory. Like, what? Why is there a witch? If there was, if it is a witch, I need a little more of that. I needed a little more like backstory. Someone could have told another. Like, I don't know. Again, I want to watch it again. Maybe I missed something. I don't think I did. I think it's. I think what they tried to do was when the owner was talking to the kids when Ohm first gets to the hotel, like the ghost story that he's telling. Maybe that was supposed to be our intro, I guess. But I mean, they just kind of tell a story, like if the witch would do this, and there was these little kids, and then if they do this, that's how they get you, and it's kind of like a drag me to hell situation. um, yeah, I had a good time. All right, so cheers. 4 out of 5. Easy. All right, you guys. So if you saw Hokum, let me know in the comments below. What did you think about it? Like, I was blown away. I liked it. By the way, I don't know what it is about this director and rabbits. I was trying to figure out like what the reason for all these rabbit imageries in this movie was about. I don't know. That was weird. But if you're scared of rabbits, don't watch this movie. But, yeah, that was odd. All right, anyway, you guys, please like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you all in the next episode. So until then, TTFN.